People reject Christianity not primarily because of our doctrine, but because of our lack of intentionality in relationships. They're leaving the church not mainly because of the failures of public figures, but because their Christian neighbors aren't loving. And while we should be concerned if people are leaving for any reason, we should be crushed that people are leaving for this one. I'm convinced that what the church most needs right now is deep, loving, Christ-shaped community. Throughout this book, when I talk about church, I'm referring to the local church, a group of believers under the shepherding of its pastors and leaders, gathering for worship and, most likely, in smaller groups. When I talk about community, I mean the shared life of those church members, the hospitality, discipleship, prayer, ministry, and service that happens between believers and overflows to those outside the church. Over the last 6 years, I've studied loneliness, belonging, and community, and I'm convinced we don't fully understand the pervasiveness of individualism and how much it is hurting us as believers. How did social isolation become such a trend? To what extent do Christians experience loneliness? And how can the church respond to the loneliness epidemic? These questions matter immensely to me, and not just as an intellectual exercise. I've been in pastoral ministry for more than 15 years, and for the last 5 years, I have pastored a young congregation that is the most loving, relationally intimate group of people I have ever experienced. And yet, even here, we're constantly feeling the effects of radical individualism, and our own community is far from perfect. No church on this side of the new creation will be perfect. This book is not mere theory. It's one pastor's heartfelt attempt to serve the church by calling it back to its relational roots. I have 3 listeners in mind. The first is the struggling Christian I already mentioned. She's been wondering if anyone really cares about her. Perhaps she's been away from church for a while and no one is called. Why do I feel lonely at church? She might well be asking. The second listener is a pastor whose church is full of lonely people, yet they're resisting further involvement in small groups and community ministries. Worse yet, they don't even realize they're lonely.